Okay. Actually, though, I have...
When?
Oh.
Is this yours?
Oh, my bag of components. Thank you, dear. I was wondering where it got to.
You left it by the fire at camp.
Oh, yes, I remember now. How age creeps up on you and brings with it forgetfulness.
You're a great mage, Wen, and you're sharper and wiser than many people I know. Some young ones, too.
Oh, but you should have seen me 15, 20 years ago. The fires have dimmed somewhat since then. But thank you, Leliana, for picking up after this old lady.
You two are adorable. Okay. But I did go back. I was able to figure it. So I don't know how many episodes ago it was at this point, but I did mention that I wanted to model my Orzammar choice after my, like, what my personal canon Warden Riley had done. Because that's what was loaded into our DA2 Let's Play as the origin world state. So while most of the stuff will still be very canonically Emmery for this playthrough, there are a few things just so that way, like, Mari makes more sense. So when we do something else in Dragon Age Inquisition, it all, like, flows together in my head. So it makes sense. But the good news is, I figured out what I had done with A, the anvil, and B, who I picked as a ruler, which is great because I had forgotten. So all this works out fantastically. Didn't Leliana want to talk? Do you want to talk at all, or are you good?
I was just thinking about what happened to the elves, and I'm reminded of a song sung to me many years ago.
Oh?
It was when my mother died, and this wise elven woman comforted me and told me that we shouldn't fear death or hate it. Death is just another beginning. One day, we must all shed our earthly bodies to allow our spirits to fly free.
That is, comforting. But I, for one, am in no hurry to let my spirit fly free.
It's a beautiful sentiment, I think. One that brings peace and hope to the grieving.
Wait, is Leliana gonna sing? I forgot she, like, sang this part. That was very pretty, Leliana. Thank you. Do you want to talk about anything else?
Oh, hello. Is there something you wanted to talk about?
Do you want to talk about what happened today?
It's nothing. I'm fine. I'm just thinking.
Okay. About what?
I can't get what happened out of my head. I'd been in Lothering for years, and she still thought I was plotting against her. She didn't trust me. Maybe she never did. She loved me when she could use me and control me, and now that she can't, she wants me dead. It hurts to realize that I never really knew her.
I can only imagine, because that does sound awful. Is there anything I can do?
You are already helping so much by listening to me. I knew she was ruthless, but I didn't know how far she could go. She is self-serving, cruel. She uses people, then discards them, but that's how she survives in the life she leads. What if she's right? What if we're the same? I should just have stayed in the Chantry.
You're not the same at all, though. And you had said that the Maker had wanted you to leave. I don't think it would have made things any better. But do you really think it would have made it better?
You don't understand.
No.
I forgot my life as a bard while I was in the cloister. I felt safe. I didn't have to watch my back all the time. That's what made Marjolaine the person she is, don't you see? It ruined her. It will ruin me too. Even now, I feel some regret at not ending her life in order to protect my own.
You know what the worst part about this conversation is? If you play DAI and have a hardened Leliana, and think back to this conversation in particular, oh my gosh, like, it's actually kind of insane how she's already worried at this point about what she could be or what she could turn into, and then a hardened Leliana in DAI turns into this, and it's actually a really interesting way to watch her evolve over time. What's important is that you didn't act on it, though.
What we're doing.
Yeah.
What we've done. Hunted men down. Killed them. Part of me loves it. It invigorates me, and this scares me. I feel myself slipping.
Marjolaine chose to be who she was. So can you. You don't have to be that. You can be whatever you want.
How can you be so sure?
Because I trust you. You left the Chantry to help others. Doesn't that mean anything?
Do you really think so?
Yeah.
Hearing you say that gives me comfort. I would like to be alone for now. I have many things to consider.
Okay.
Thank you for listening to me.
Anytime, Leliana. Anytime. So now Sten, why are you walking on my stuff?
What is your wish, Kadan?
Considering I am playing DAI right now with a bull romance for Ivy, that's weird to hear. Not gonna lie, every time I'm like, say who? Nothing, gotta go.
As you wish.
Thank you. Alistair, anything you want to say?
My love?
I just want to say hi. Nope. Okay. I'll talk to you soon. So, I think... Oh, so Zev, I have a question.
What say you?
Can I ask you something?
By all means.
Hold on. I want a quick save here. Because...
What say you?
I know that Zev's personal quest, like, he doesn't technically have one, right? He doesn't have, like, a Marjolaine or go get the grimoire from Flemeth kind of thing. It's tied into, like, the Landsmeet. But I do know that you're supposed to ask him something very specific, or he's supposed to ask you something specific, and, like, depending on how you answer that helps with that, I think.
Again? I'm game.
Never mind. So I'm kind of curious.
What say you?
If I can.
By all means.
Did you enjoy being an assassin?
And why not? There are many things to enjoy about being a crow in Antiva. You are respected, you are feared, the authorities go out of their way to overlook your trespasses, even the rewards are nothing to turn your nose up at. As for the killing part, well, some people simply need assassinating. Or do you disagree?
No, you're probably right.
I often find myself the instrument of fate, ending these lives for one necessity or another. I console myself with the notion that most of them had it coming. As far as enjoying the act of killing itself, why not? There is a certain artistry to the deed, the pleasure of sinking your blade into their flesh and knowing that their life is in your hands.
I can see why people romance this man. I 100% can. I feel like I'm sad now that I've never done a full Zevran romance. I'm not gonna lie. There's also quite a few very nice Zev mods to romance him. If you're curious, there is a whole host of Zevran mods too. Well worth looking into if you're a Zevran mancer. I know what you mean.
There are many things I did not enjoy about being a crow, of course. Having no choice, being treated as an expendable commodity, the rules. Oh, so many rules. But simply being an assassin, I like it just fine. I will continue to do it if I can, even if I am not a crow. Honestly, could you picture me doing something else?
No. I mean, do you have any other skills?
None that I wouldn't get into trouble for performing publicly. Of course, all these thoughts are moot. Chances are still good that you and I will perish, eaten by darkspawn or slain by the crows at some point. Very gruesomely, I imagine. But it is pleasant enough to chat about. Come, let's move on while our boots still have some wear in them.
That sounds good to me. Okay. I don't think that was like the conversation I was looking for, but it was still a good conversation. Nonetheless, I actually did enjoy that one a whole heck of a lot. So now I guess we're gonna, all right, let's double check this. Let's quick save and then double check this one more time.
What say you?
By
all means.
Okay, so you can ask him about his adventures now.
My adventures? I'm hardly an old man just returned from across the ocean, am I? Should I shake my fist at nearby children while I talk about the good old days?
Yes, I feel like you should do that at any age. Like, I don't think that there's like a particular age you should do that. I just feel like you should just do that. You certainly talk like you've had adventures, though.
Falling down a flight of stairs is an adventure. Falling into someone's bed, also an adventure. I am assuming what you're looking for are professional anecdotes. Let's see, my second mission ever for the Crows was a bit intriguing. I was sent to kill a mage who had been meddling in politics.
Politics? Oh, wait, the Crows are willing to anger the circle of magi?
In Antiva, nobody is too important to escape the reach of the Crows. They've killed kings and queens. That is simply how it is. As it turned out, the mage in question was quite a delightful young woman. Long, divine legs, as I recall. I caught her in a carriage on her way to escape to the provinces. After I killed her guard, she got down on her hands and knees and begged for her life. Rather aptly, I might add. So I joined her in the carriage for the night and left the next morning.
And she didn't try to kill you?
Well, yes, twice, actually. Then she decided to try and use me instead. The woman had actually convinced me to speak to the Crows on her behalf. What can I say? I was young and foolish at the time. Then, as I was kissing her goodbye to return to Antiva City, she slipped on the threshold and fell backwards out of the carriage. Broke her neck. Shame, really, but at least it happened quickly.
Wow. Were you upset that it happened that way, out of curiosity?
At first, yes. Well, not upset. Surprised is really a better word. Then I found out that she had told the driver to take her to Janellen instead. She had planned to lose me in the provinces. I would have looked very foolish to the Crows. As it was, my master was very impressed that I had done such a fine job of making it look like an accident. The Circle of Magi was unaware of foul play, and everyone was happier all around.
Wow, that actually worked out for the best. These sort of things happen to you often, though.
Like being spared by a benevolent mark who then helps me escape from the Crows? Yes, it does seem to happen now and again, doesn't it? It was after that when I learned that one needn't let a pretty face go to your head. Professionalism was key. That's my moral of the day, you see.
Professionalism is key. Okay. It seems like a wise lesson to learn.
And one that not everyone learns, I'm sad to say. But that's enough tale spinning from me for the moment. Talking about the mage has made me a bit nostalgic, I'm afraid. Ah, the good old days.
Thanks, Zev. Okay, so that's where we'll leave it for now. But hopefully the more we talk to Zev, the more we can just ensure that we lock in the fact that when the time comes, the man will not be angry at us. Ogren! Not Ogren. Why did I say Ogren? Because we're going to go pick up Ogren in the Deep Road soon, aren't we? Question. Did I never get Zev the Dalish gloves? I thought we had. No, we did. Okay, good. Phew. Bodan. There we go.
You and your friends are formidable folk.
Let's see what
I'm
you got.
sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And
Thank you. Okay, let's do... we don't need this. Or this. Or this. Oh my god, the Chevalier. That stuff is huge and not needed. This is really cool though. I want to know what that looks like. Cultist leather. We'll get rid of that. And we'll get rid of that. And that for sure. Oh, I gotta give that to Merrick's blade we still have. I don't need the diamond malt or that. And then iron ring is just a ring, so that's gone now. And anything here. Oh my gosh, so much of this stuff. Concentrate, like, the inventory system in this game, while not bad, it's still a lot, y'all. Because, like, there's some stuff that you're like, do I get rid of it? Do I not? Like, I don't use traps, so we'll get rid of both. But, like, do I get rid of it? Do I not get rid of it? Like, what do I do? It's a potion. It's gonna help. I'm gonna get rid of that one, too. And then, like, all these count towards your inventory, which is always a little frustrating. But the good news is that's all done. Thank you. And, oh, this is what we'll do to give ourselves some extra space to... Sten, can I give you your sword? Perfect. Now, I shall sell you...
Enchantment?
Oh, sorry.
you and your
Dan.
friends are formidable folk, indeed. I'm sure you...
Okay, now we should have an extra sword. Oh, wow, he had a really nice blade on him. There you go. Take it. I'm like, he had a nice sword, but I'm gonna sell it anyways. Okay, shall we leave? Go to Orzammar. Let's take... First, we're gonna take Leliana.
Yes.
Because I think we can get her nug now. I love that I finally figured out a gazillion years later that I can go straight to Orzammar. Hopefully nobody will meet us on the road, because I don't want to deal with anybody on the road. I just want to go to Orzammar. I want to get Leliana a nug, because that's all I've been trying to do. Okay, Leliana, let's get in it. Do you want to talk about this?
So, you and Alistair?
Yes?
You and Alistair. Together, looking contented. You even have a glow about you.
I have a
So
what?
shameless.
Shameless?
Well, you know, radiating joy and love while everyone has to face death and the blight and a bleak future. Terrible gloating like that.
What?
So, how is Alistair?
You said he looked happy.
You know what I mean. Alistair and you, those long nights. He must be quite delightful. You wouldn't be so happy otherwise, I think. He's athletic. That's always nice. He is also good at following instructions, isn't he?
We're sincerely talking about their... Okay. I forgot that she's that kind of friend where we're just gonna gossip about Emmery's love life, and I'm here for it. I'm very happy with his performance. Sometimes he gets too excited to listen. I don't have to just... Yes, sometimes he has brilliant ideas of his own, too. I'm very happy with his performance.
Ooh, fascinating. The little Templar is all grown up, and apparently he plays well with others.
What are you giggling about?
Nothing.
What is she giggling about?
Nothing. Just girl talk, honey.
I don't really believe you, but I don't want to find out either.
You don't want to know about any of this. Trust me.
I have heard much about the halls of the Dwarven Kings, but the stories do it no justice. It is so strange, harsh, yet beautiful.
It's very grand.
And have you seen those tiny pig-like
here we go.
burrowing animals? They are adorable. I wish I could have one as a pet. But they must be hard to catch and... Oh, just ignore me. I'm so silly sometimes. Let's just go.
This is it. We did it. She wants a nug. Let's go get her a nug, y'all. Then we're gonna go put our weight behind Balin. Oh, we can get Leliana a nug. Yes.
It shall be done.
Oh, I'm so excited for that. I'm so happy. Let's get Leliana a nug. Just make it happen. Who is selling a nug? Not you. There should be a nug seller person. Can you get me a nug?
Didn't get enough of the architectural beauty of Dusttown?
Just leaving. Who sells the nug? I heard I had to go to Dusttown for it. No? I thought there was like somebody selling them? Are you? Oh, you, because you got them sleeping. Please tell me they're sleeping and not dead.
Fancy. Did you get them topside?
Yes, I did.
My ma'am used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
You just have to hold on real tight with your feet.
Yes. When my dad left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh?
Yeah. Do you know anything about the small rodents that are down here?
Nugs? Yes. They don't got much meat on them, but down here you can't be picky. Better than nothing.
Could you catch one for me?
What for? You going to cook them up yourself?
My friend would like one as a pet.
Yeah, I can find a nug for you. Could even get one from outside the city. Those ones in the deeps don't eat as much garbage. I don't know what they eat, but they always seem healthier, you know? Shiny coats, bright eyes. How much you giving me?
For Leliana, there's not 20 silver.
Real silver, huh?
Yeah.
I'll get you a big one for that. Give me some time. I'll hunt them down for you.
Okay. Yes. We did it. I don't know what I gotta do. Oh, we did it. We did it. We're gonna get Leliana a nug. We'll come back. Probably after the proving. I think I gotta go fight in the... Oh, God. Emmery. Girl, I think you gotta go fight in the proving. Are you ready? Do you even know how? Like, sure, you fought Darkspawn and all this other stuff, but girl, you know what you're doing? Because I sure as heck don't. Okay, we've got to find the Balin guy. Okay, so not like to justify, but to explain why I think way back in the day Plex went with Balin. Like, neither option is good, in my opinion. Like, both options are shades of shitty. But with Balin, from what I remember, and after having like reread the lore and stuff like that, with Balin, you end up letting Orzammar flourish a little bit more because he will trade topside. He does get rid of the caste system, stuff like that, but he's a tyrant at the same time. However, Harrowmount, well, not necessarily a tyrant, keeps the caste system. Orzammar doesn't flourish at all as far as like trade goes, stuff like that, and continues to decline. So I think past Plex in my brain, I thought, well, Balin, well, not the best of options, is still as good an option as any in that Orzammar will have a chance to hopefully eventually move past somebody like Balin, and now doesn't have a caste system and will trade with topside. So hopefully that means people that just don't want to be part of Orzammar anymore, dwarfs that want to go topside, will have an easier and better time at it. Whereas with Harrowmount, that never seemed like a good option. Plus, I know people like to argue that, well, the king before he died named Harrowmount as his successor, but Harrowmount was the only one in the room with him, if I remember correctly. So we don't actually know who he named as his successor, because there was nobody else in the room to verify it. Like, no third party, no nothing. So for all we know, he had named, Balin, or, I mean, doesn't it end up working out that, like, it actually would have been
Lord Balin is a bad man. Yes, very bad.
Doesn't it end up working out, though, that, like, if everything hadn't happened, he was, like, a noble dwarf or whatever, like, you actually would have been picked
said to have
as his successor, which is kind of insane. Are you here? Is that where he is, the dude? I don't think so. But we gotta go get the blackmail. Is that it? Like, also Harrowmount? No, I think he's in the other room down the hall. But the other thing is, like, Harrowmount making deals with people that will never happen is shady. Not gonna lie, it's a little shady. It's a little weird. At least Balin is up front an asshole. All right, so you gotta respect that, right? At least he's an upfront asshole and not a behind your back asshole. Can I talk to you?
I hope you're not wasting my time with more dithering. The choice I gave you was clear. If you want Balin to support you in your surface war, you'll have to help him take the throne.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
Harrimont tried using the same plot of land to buy the votes of both Lady Dace and young Lord Helmy. I have the promissory notes to prove it, but neither of them would listen to anyone they knew favored Balin. As a neutral party, you could present the evidence and convince them Lord Harrimont plans to cheat them.
Okay, so I'll find them right now.
Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at tapsters in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Yes, I learned of them, drew my own conclusions. It was fantastic. I found these papers just scattered about in the Diamond Quarter. I had never seen them before. I didn't even hear anybody talk about them. They were just there on the ground and poof, picked them up. And now look at all the information I have.
Lord
Don't
Harrimont
do
is
it!
Weak man.
Yeah, Harrimon's a weak man. Lady Dace, I need to talk to you badly. I like it that the other guy, like, ventures out to tapsters.
What do you want?
Hi!
Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden everyone's talking about.
What gave it away? I have some papers. Are you Lady Dace to start just to confirm everything?
I am. And what business would you have with me?
Well, you might want to take a quick peek at these papers I just happened to find scattered along on the ground.
Well, this isn't exactly a surface broadsheet.
No, it's not.
Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it.
Where is he? Can I bring him these papers?
He is leading a deep roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient thaig. It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him? The Dace family would be in your debt.
Okay, yeah. How would I know where to find him, though?
He was searching an old Idukan site. He left me with this map, in case his expedition never returned. I'll give you a pass as well. Usually, no one is allowed past the front lines. Does that mean you'll go?
Yeah, sure. I'll definitely do it.
So Balin's victory means enough for you to risk your life. How interesting.
I'm a Grey Warden. It's not really risking my life so much as doing Grey Warden-y things, because this is what Grey Wardens do. We go into the deep roads when we hear the calling, but still, you know, it's fine.